Hi guys, hi, it's Belen again with my gardening adventure. Sorry about that. Like I've mentioned in other videos, my first language is Spanish, so I'll have some trouble sometimes. Anyways, let's not talk about that. We're here to talk about gardening. And I thought that I would talk to you about a book that I got recently at Ollie's. I'm not sure if you guys have an Ollie's around you, but it's a store where you get items that are less priced than the original price. And the book that I got for $6.99. And I think everyone can appreciate a good, beautiful, colorful book about gardening. This one, the title is Flowers, A Guide to Annuals, Perennials, Flower Arrangements, and More. And I thought when I saw this book, first of all, it's a hardcover book and it's so pretty. Look at the colors that it has. But what I found interesting going through this book was all the information that it gave me that I wasn't thinking about before. So first of all, like I said, really, really pretty with the colors that it's giving me already, which calls me already, you know, colors. Who doesn't want to see colors? So as an introduction, the terms to know, which I learned a thing or two about annuals, biennials, bulbs, and perennials. I think the most interesting thing about this was that bulbs is a whole type of term and flower on its own, different than perennials, annuals, and biennials. Also, the other thing that I didn't know prior to this book was that biennials actually die off after the second year, right? It says specifically these complete their life cycle in 2 years, producing foliage the first year and flowers the second, which is exactly what happened to one of my hollyhocks. It didn't flower at all, and I'm like, oh great, I planted a hollyhock, it didn't do anything, and that's gonna be it. Well, no, biennial, I'm hoping that this year, 2023, I'm gonna get something. It gives you descriptions of annuals, how to take care of them, hardy annuals, tender annuals, and half-hardy annuals. For those of you who are beginning your gardening adventure, I would suggest to get this book, again, because it has a lot of information that I think it's going to be helpful, that it's already helping me think about what I'm going to do in the 2023 gardening year. Characteristics of the annual plants, like disease resistance, what you're going to look for. Caring for annuals. Perennials, what are they? They're a varied group of long-lived plants that provide years of color and gardening pleasure. I also saw in reading this that some perennials are not going to flower more than once for you. So, I mean, that's something that you have to think about that I didn't know. It gives you some samples of cut flowers that are good as perennials. Look at these pictures. Look at how beautiful and colorful they are. I could see this book over and over and over again. I probably wouldn't get tired of looking at it just because it's so pretty. Qualities of easy to care perennials. There's some more information. Growing your own flowers. The other thing, let's see here. Perennials for every season. So if you want to lay out a garden and you want to have flowering plants at a different time, this gives you a great idea of what you should be, or what plants you should be looking for. Late spring to early summer. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. And then it gives you the name of the plants that you should maybe consider. Early to middle summer flowering perennials. Middle to late summer to fall, and then beyond flowers, also more information. The other thing that I found nice about this book, keep going in there, bear with me because there's so much in here. It's quite a bit of pages. The plant profiles. So if you look at this book, it's going to give you, the picture of the plant, then the name, what type it is, a few descriptions, how to grow it, how to propagate, the uses, and related species. So even if you like it, you can say, okay, maybe let me see what other type of plants there are that are similar to this one. Flaming fountains. I haven't looked it up yet, but obviously that's a place where you would go to Google for. A stilby. I really like this plant for perennials, and I have a partially shaded area in my yard that I think I want to plant some stilbies, hopefully this year. I would like to get it in seeds, but I'm not sure how easy it is. But if I wanted to read it, I could go in here and see what it tells me sometimes too. I think it says this also blooms for about 3 weeks, so I mean, I can keep an idea of how much flowers I can get from this plant. And some of the information also tells me when I should be planting them inside. I couldn't read, but I won't get into that one. You know, some more information about baby's breath. And it's got quite a bit of pages with just these information here of plants that you can think about. Some more information. Anyways, the other thing that was very interesting about this book was thinking about how to arrange flowers. You know, if you have flowers, how can you arrange it? And the final thing that was very, you know, kind of set me back a little bit was considering, let me just look it up here. You know, I'm a little all over the place, but like I said, bear with me. Oh, so beautiful. I could just look at this book the whole time, like every couple minutes. Wow, it's got the wisteria. I got a wisteria, by the way. I'm not sure. I got the blue moon wisteria. That just makes me so happy. I can't wait until it blooms. It's also got a USDA growing zone, which was very helpful for me. I always wish that I'm on zone 8 for some reason, just because I think it's warmer, but I'm on zone 5A. Oh well, you guys knew that already if you watched my other videos. Anyways, like I was saying, the other interesting thing was that it talked about colors and how you should think about the colors that you're picking for your garden. And this threw me back to when I was a sophomore going through art class and the color wheel. Sometimes you don't remember about this funny thing called the color wheel, and it has it all in here. And why is that important? I don't know, have you guys ever gone to a garden where you just say, oh my gosh, it looks so beautiful, there's something about this garden that just makes me want to stay here? Well, that's a visual because it's so nice to the eyes and to the sight, because everything is so organized, the color, it just flows together. And I hadn't even thought about this, but you know, you want to make sure that you know your monochromatic colors, analogous, complementary, triadic, and even if you don't have this book, I encourage you to go to the color wheel. I'm gonna put some links that can help you kind of take a look at what colors you should be working on if you are the type of person that likes to have things organized and by color and have it nice. If you're the person that was like me this year, you just buy the plant because of how pretty it looks and you just plant it. And whether it's purple, yellow, green, any color, however you want, you just put it there because it's pretty. That was me. My intentions for this year is to actually have something more harmonious. So that's why I was very excited about this, because I'm not an artsy person. I don't think I can match colors, but with this, I'm like, okay, that doesn't seem too hard to follow. It gives me the tint, the hue, the tone, the shade. So I think I can manage that, and with a little bit more Googling, I can definitely do that. But look at this. It also gives me party favors and how to arrange these and how to make them look pretty and step by step. Oh my goodness. Again, this book is just awesome for me. And I couldn't pass up on the price. Like I said, I got it for $6.99 at Ollie's. And I'm super excited that I got it and very happy that I did. But like I said, the title again, Flowers, a Guide to Annuals, Perennials, Flower Arrangements, and More. So if you can get your hands on this book, I recommend it just because, again, so beautiful. And if you're like me, you want to have, this type of book with you. And I enjoy it, and I hope that you guys enjoyed a little bit of information. Like I said, I don't know how much I can teach you, but if I can teach you something, we can grow together. I welcome that. So if you guys have any tips for me, feel free to shoot them over. Like I said, again, I'm gonna leave a couple of links of where you can go to see this color wheel. And even if you don't know and you're a beginner gardener, I think you could get a couple of tips from here. The other thing that happened is I just purchased a couple more seeds, and by a couple I mean more than 10, without even considering my color wheel. But I hope that I have enough good colorful seeds in there that I can work off of this and have a garden that just looks a little bit more pleasing to the eyes, and we'll see how that goes for this year. But as you can tell, I'm so excited. I just love flowers in general, and I can't wait to get to March to begin my indoor garden. So again, thanks for being here, thanks for being with me, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. So bye.